started. The Buffaloes will kick it away to start us off. Inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Minnesota's offense will be first on the attack. If you look at this game on paper, it really shouldn't be much of a matchup. You have a high-powered offense against candidly an overmatched opponent, but hey, you never know. You got to line up and play the game.
On paper, this is a horrible matchup, but this game's not played on paper, right? Like, this defense, they're going to have to play their best game. They're going to have to play more consistent than they have. They haven't tackled well this season. They're going to have to play their best game against a great opponent, but we've seen upsets.
Breaks into the open. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Well, they knew it wasn't going to be easy against this defense throwing the football, right? They've got a pass rush. This quarterback was going to be under duress. He gets drilled, but he gets his first completion on the opening drive of the game. It's going to look like this the rest of the way.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Guys, let's talk just for a minute about Minnesota. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. These guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
And the Golden Gophers send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. So Colorado's offense headed onto the field. Now our first look at them today. And what a performance. An aerial show from this guy in the last game. And he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out. Just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust.
Yeah, I don't really know, man. It was weird that I picked it up, but they already ruled it down.
Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game. Just
my guy didn't want to go for it.
Was able to do the last time he took the field.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. And as he throws, can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They'll send the back in motion. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. It looked like a tag, but they'll say he was out of bounds.
You're a fucking bitch.
You see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. Makes a connection. He's at the top, and he just can't and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Colorado.
Yeah, this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
On the move from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Wants to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Daniel. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting long yardage.
Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming. You really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
Yes.
Going right to work up top.
That was a fun. That was a fucking fun route. What was that?
Yeah, you could tell he wanted to get it to the big man, and I would too, by the way. You got a 6'4", 6'5", 6'17" wide receiver out there. You want to throw it up so he can make a play. Set those feet first, then you give it to him.
They're dealing with a second and long. He might want another play. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Unloads it downfield. He's got it.
It was a weird route. He ran. It must have been right when I threw it to him. He hit his brake and then kept running. It was like your favorite play. He was supposed to just run in, and then it was like a slant cut. It doesn't appear that way.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 14-0. This offense prides itself.
Pretty sure they blitzed on that, though.
And they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Well, we're playing. I mean, I'm sure you scheduled me not knowing I was going to be a freaking 90 team, but
To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need
again, I'm 94 defense, but I've got 2 fucking players.
All cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts.
But you schedule me against
Pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this team.
you schedule me against
trying to change now on second and long.
72 Minnesota. You don't know what I'm going to be.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. A strike downfield. Still on his feet at the 45. Smashes through the tackle. Out of bounds at the 34-yard line as they come out of their own territory with a vengeance. Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. Pulls it in. It's Gibbs. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
No, and a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Wants to fire on second down.
Just jump. Just fucking jump.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions. He just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
They'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a
There's our favorite 4-star, Kyle.
Never a doubt. Now the lead is down to 11.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They've come out red hot already with a 14-3 lead. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Looking to fire. Here's a heat. On target to the left. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Probably.
Pass interference. Defense.
They say no thanks to that pass interference penalty, and they'll take the results of the play. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Zips it out to his man. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw again. Snagged out of the air. Oh, he's got some space. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big blown catch, and he's down at the 5.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around, and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Might be changing the route. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Wants to go up top. Going for 6. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I tell you what, this offense, man, we got a small sample size. We only had one game where they were unbelievable last game, but another score early in this football game. This offense is looking like a force to be reckoned with.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on it.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more
shit.
plays, and maybe some more balance. And let's
Straight away. I thought he was just fucking blocking the whole time. Damn.
It's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's in.
Come on, Lindsey.
If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him, and guess what?
Looked like Charlie trying to tackle right there.
Next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on 1st down from the 43. To the air on 1st down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. He went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
He makes the grab. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is
Go
still
for
well
it.
short of that 1st down marker. It'll be 4th down. The Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Snap to the back. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Off the play fake. Throwing right. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Muscling ahead on 32. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. And they can't make the... on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the 1st half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early.
Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there. And
I can't see the rest of your comment. Should have stepped up and hit what?
And, you know, big
Square?
like this,
Yeah, on the
as
soon as he got off the line.
Those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Finds his big tight end. They stop him
Or I could have thrown it to the guy that was standing by himself to the right. Yeah, square.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Motion from the wide receiver. Safe little shovel pass. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Well, that last incompletion's a good
That little
example
tight end.
of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Missed his receiver there. It's
Yeah.
incomplete.
It was a little tight end screen, I think.
This defense had to have. Did you look at the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown. And this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
It's third and goal and third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Good completion on the out route. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Right on target the first time. Now he'll try another from 24 yards out. Right down the boulevard. It's good. It's our forced to settle for 3. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Tulsa is in front. They've answered the bell today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 7 over Oklahoma State. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Motion from the wideout. Now they'll try the right side. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
To the ground with the back.
What
And maybe
y'all
he'll
are?
get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a third and long from the 27. Offense changing the play. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds a man on the right. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
He'll do it himself.
He
Able to
blocked.
scramble 3
Fuck.
yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Oh my lord! Do not fucking try.
No pickup at all on that play.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. And they force a negative play.
Grabbed over the middle. There's Holmes. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards. And we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really
down marker. Let's see what they've got on second down. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Extending the play. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down.
Here we go.
Quarterback making adjustments. On fourth down, going to the air. He's got it. First down and more. He's got it out of bounds at the 12-yard line. And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Gets it out quickly. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll run play action. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado. Fitting in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Golden Gophers want to move quickly. Second down, he'll throw it. Throws for the tight end. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
On the move, it's Bobo. Nice move to keep running. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a 1st down here late in the half. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's caught. It's Bobo. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Hey, Chris, this is that's your guy, Bobo, from last year. That transferred, was playing for Minnesota. He's number 17 right there.
Back to pass. Bringing the heat. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Hey, 3rd and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah,
Amazed fucking wow.
Great first half. I'm going to get I got the football in.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. He finds a soft spot in the middle. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. From the gun, he'll try to throw. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Looking downfield, and time is running short. And to the end zone. Touchdown, Bucks!
Now, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it out. It's Daniel. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Golden Gophers will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Off-play action on first down. He uncorks one deep. He's got it down the left. And they'll bring him down after the long completion. An explosive pass play for this offense.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep, don't give up those big plays, make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job giving up the big play.
Good blocking. Why are you still in the game,
And
fat
there
boy?
was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
The Buffaloes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wide receiver going in motion. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Sends it back in motion. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. And that is no good.
I guess he sucks because I hit that fucking perfect and the wind was blowing to the right, I'm pretty sure.
Sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Out of the chute, across to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Line getting set on second down. On the backfield, it's Daniel. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers, those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good matchups.
Stop it.
Stop it. He'll have enough yardage
Yes, when
for
you're
a first down.
fucking defense is really
And David,
terrible.
on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Oh, they're after him. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Ball is at the 41 as his defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but is not able to get to the first down marker. And the Golden Gophers will call on their punt team. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I'd go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Jesus.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you got to love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Dude, you have like 99 hands.
On 3rd down as the
Fucking
defense
ridiculous.
knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Buffaloes will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. This punt will be down just inside the 40-yard line. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive problem, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the D.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
It's so hard to force fumbles. And when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Back has it. Slithers into space. There he goes.
Take advantage of it, too. Get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
And he did make that extra
So that's team rushing yards, but not running back rushing yards.
Inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team.
So it helps my offensive line, but not my
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field.
running backs.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. The give to the back. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Off play action. Throws to the wideout. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does.
The Golden Gophers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Got room on the return.
That's the 5-star from Ohio State receiver.
Oftentimes can you say that there is a safety who's the most dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hands? Did you see that guy and his ability in the open field once he picked it off? There was nobody on offense even coming close to getting that guy down. What an athlete.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week.
And the returner goes down. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Send the tight end in motion. Right back to the well. Sweet cut there. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. 1st and 10 as the clock winds under a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. Leaves it with the back. That'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Rushes on him. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job, man. You got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this 2nd half.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Finds his man. It's Daniel. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. And the Golden Gophers will send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He'll field the punt and look for room. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll try the run. Got the first down and still on his feet. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. And this beatdown is close to completion as we reach the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll ride the hot hand. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
And the Buffaloes come to the line in the hurry-up.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
It'll be third and long. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Buffaloes will line it up on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Combs. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Trying to get it to the marker. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal.
I'm not a huge analytics guy, but on 4th and 1, if you're going to get pushed like that from your O-line, I say go for it every time. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Well, this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have the nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. I got to say, the mental toughness that this team has shown early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive. And
This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Now on the option. Oh, he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense picks it up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
Keep them pass rushers, bringing them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Right on the money. Oh, he's got some space. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. From the 14-yard line, it's first and 10. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Colorado.
Inside the 15, first and 10 from the 14.
Here we go.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's called. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
After that amazing performance in week one, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can bring positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
The play action fake. Under fire. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. The Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll return it from around the 50. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And the Colorado offense is coming back on.
I'll be done in 46 seconds.
Quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you could just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over. Don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
Now the play fake. Throws for the end zone. And
Careful, little girl.
number 6 grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And they tacked on the extra point. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Back to pass, it's Parrish. It's on target and complete. At the 35, he's loose. He goes out of bounds. Big
Fucking
pick up on
Boba.
the play. It'll
Damn.
look nice in the stats column, but probably not enough to make a difference in the game. You want to talk about flipping the script. They just did that with a huge play, and now they've got it 1st and 10 in plus territory. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into a locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Takes the grab. It's Bobo. They made the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.